I just realized I forgot to cut up my chicken. So, chicken lollipop. Yay. Hey guys, it's Katya, and today I am going to talk to you guys all about pre-workouts. As you can tell from the title, the purpose behind a pre-workout is to help increase your energy, your focus, your pump, endurance, and just overall efficiency of a workout. While many pre-workouts like to try to focus on one certain thing, whether it be energy or pump, there are some pre-workouts you can find that try to hit all aspects of those. We are first going to talk about the stimulant-based pre-workouts and what makes them obviously stim-based. So usually the first ingredient you find in a pre-workout that's stim-based is caffeine. It can range from 50 milligrams to 400 milligrams. And just to kind of give you an idea of how much caffeine, a cup of coffee is usually around 60 milligrams. So obviously you will find that pre-workout has a little bit more, especially something like High that has around 400 milligrams of caffeine. The second thing you tend to find in pre-workouts, it can be found in non-stim, but usually in stimulant I will find is creatine. And with creatine, there are different types of creatine that you see. There's the basic monohydrate, hydrochloride, nitrate, citrate, malate, buffered, and I know it can be so difficult to be like, well, which one does which? So I will quickly go through on each of those creatines as well. So creatine comes in many different forms, obviously as I listed, but it just has to depend on what it's bonded to. So for example, monohydrate is bonded to a water molecule. The purpose of creatine is to be an energy source for your muscles to use to give them more endurance and strength. The recommended dosage for creatine monohydrate is 10 grams per day, but it's completely fine to go over 10 grams. But I would recommend for someone who is going over 10 grams to probably take something like milk thistle or just something to help cleanse the liver, since it is something that is processed through the liver. Creatine hydrochloride is bonded to a hydrochloric acid. It is claimed to be like the most advanced form of creatine out there right now and supposed to be better absorbed by your body, like versus all the other kind of creatine. So the whole pitch behind it is, instead of taking like 5 to 10 grams per day of monohydrate, you can take a lot less of hydrochloride. However, the reality is that creatine hydrochloride is simply turned into regular creatine molecule by the stomach acid. So honestly, people who have done studies of it found it no different than using monohydrate. Creatine nitrate is more soluble than monohydrate, but there's no studies to show that it's any more superior than regular creatine monohydrate. Then there's creatine malate, which is just bonded to the malic acid. There's creatine citrate, bonded to the citric acid. Oops, sorry, I got a text there. Researchers have shown it to be more soluble, but no more effective than just the basic creatine monohydrate. Buffered creatine is a form of creatine proclaimed to outperform creatine monohydrate due to its higher pH levels, but research indicates otherwise, that it is no more effective than just the classic monohydrate. Then there's creatine magnesium chelate. It has a CH, so I'm not completely sure how to pronounce that one, which is bound to magnesium. Magnesium plays like a really good role in creatine metabolism, and that's why they think it'll help increase the effectiveness of creatine. One study found that creatine magnesium chelate is more or less the same as creatine monohydrate in terms of ergogenic effects, but may result in less water weight gain than monohydrate. So overall, if you're looking at the different creatines that are in pre-workouts, it almost doesn't matter really. Like creatine monohydrate seems to be the best. If you're buying just a separate creatine monohydrate is usually the cheapest, but the creatine magnesium chelate, that one also has good, background behind it due to it being bonded to magnesium and that helping with creatine in the body. But otherwise, when it comes to a pre-workout, either form is not going to matter. It's just maybe when you're buying creatine separately, it doesn't matter which one you pick, because also price comes into hand. So monohydrate is usually just the most basic one you can find. Crealkaline, there's other forms you'll see out there, but the next thing you'll find usually in a pre-workout is beta-alanine. if you have ever first taken a pre-workout and you get that crazy tingly feeling or even itchy, depending how sensitive you are, and you're like, what is this? I don't like pre-workout, I never want to take this again. That's beta-alanine. Now before you think, why the heck would it be in there if it causes that? Just wait. Scientifically, it balances out the pH blood levels so that when it's in your system, you don't build up lactic acid, resulting in more endurance while you're working out, so that you're able to hit like more reps, for example, or run further. But usually, endurance trainers don't take it as much as bodybuilders will. And if you absolutely do not like the tingles, there are pre-workouts out there that don't have the beta-alanine, so don't worry about trying to find one without it, because not all of them come with it. So the next part of this video is talking about non-stim pre-workouts. And non-stim is usually just veered for pump, meaning trying to get the blood flowing and just the best feeling. I like to take these if I'm doing a later, like a much later workout, and I know that the pre-workout I'm taking is not going to really wear off, and so, or I had coffee and I just want a pump part of pre-workout or fat burner, you know, it depends. It's just a nice alternative also if you don't want caffeine, if you're trying to cycle off of your caffeine but you still want to get effects from your workouts. So first and foremost, one of the most main ingredients that you usually find in a non-stim pre-workout and in a stimulant pre-workout is usually citrulline. Citrulline is turned into L-arginine when it enters the body. This helps boost the nitric oxide production in your body. It is actually more effective in raising our L-arginine levels in the body than just taking L-arginine supplements. The next one is arginine. Arginine goes along with citrulline in the sense that, well, as I said, citrulline turns into arginine in the body, but arginine is not as effective when it comes to pump. I mean, it's obviously effective, but if you're gonna pick like just to take like an arginine or a citrulline supplement, it's better to take citrulline because of its effectiveness of turning into arginine in the body. The next you'll see is agmatine. Agmatine also helps with the boosting of the nitric oxide in your body. It's also a nootropic, and so it helps with mental clarity. The last one, and one of my favorites that I like to find in either a stimulant pre-workout or a non-stim pre-workout, is glycerol or glycerol, however you want to call it. This is actually a hydrating agent that helps by delivering nutrients to specific parts in your body. Studies have shown that consuming about 0.7 to 2 grams of glycerol increases the plasma and intramuscular volume, which increases size during physical activity, working out. Therefore, you get that pump feeling of like blood rushing, and it just feels like it's almost throbbing. So of course, these are only just the basis of most pre-workouts. There are many other like ingredients that you usually find in pre-workouts that other companies just add. Those are what make each other pre-workout different from each other. But overall, I hope this was helpful in helping you guys understand what it is that makes up a basic pre-workout and help you decide maybe what it is you're looking for, whether it's more pump or more energy. I mean, if you want more energy, you probably want to go with a, you know, Mr. Hyde. If you want more pump, of course, that's with Dr. Jekyll. That's what I really liked about Pro Subs. They did make 2 pre-workouts, one veered more towards the other. Dr. Jekyll was still a stimulant where it did have caffeine in it, just a lot less. But there's other products that make pre-workouts that are non-stim, just like Pump by, was it Performix? There's Volcano by Force Factor, and many others that you can find on bodybuilding.com, Campus Protein, many supplement websites, or in your GNC or vitamin shop. So don't forget to give this video a nice big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, if this was helpful. I hope this was really helpful. If you have any requests on videos that I should make or other supplements that I should talk about or review, then comment that below. Don't forget to follow up on Instagram at katia.macau and subscribe, because yeah, who doesn't want to see more videos? So I'm probably gonna go to the gym later, and I hope you guys are hitting the gym today. So always getting those in, counting your macros. Had a cheat day the other day with the club, so by the time I post this video it'll be a while, but yeah, it was fun. We had a pizza and churros, so it was nice that I was like, I'm saving my stomach just for this. And now it's back to chicken, brown rice, oatmeal, and all the healthy stuff with a little bit of peanut butter in there. So yeah, that's fun. But I hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope this was helpful. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!